going to go ahead and talk about, first of all, why don't I do this? I'm going to open it up for questions. If you guys have questions, because I know what I want to cover, uh, why don't you guys either type some questions if you want to send them in a chat, or just go ahead and unmute, and if you want to be on screen video. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll start covering stuff. But I'd love to know if you got some questions, what your thinking is, where make sure we cover what we need to cover. And I'll say hello to Kelly while you're thinking.
Doug.
Yeah, I do have a question. There it is. I was looking for the email.
Oh, there you go, Doug. Yeah.
From yesterday, the email network and pick one for encountering innovation was the subject of the email with the spreadsheet of all the companies for the matchmaking session. Compared with one that was sent a couple of weeks ago, it looks like about half the size of the first one that came out from the companies on the spreadsheet. And I wasn't sure if the first one was just an example of what that matrix looks like, or
so restate which is smaller?
The email that was sent out yesterday.
Are you talking about as far as the number of companies on it?
Yeah.
No, that's got to be either a setting or a glitch. We should have as many or more. We've only had like one or two that we've removed. So that could just be the way the spreadsheet did. So that's a very good question. I'm going to refer to it live in a few minutes, so I'll be glad to pull it up. But I'm glad you asked that. That should not be. That's part of the problem with just using a spreadsheet, which is what we're doing. You know, the program with not a lot of money, so we don't have that. That seems to be the way to go with it to make it easy. So yeah, if you'll look at it and double check, and then like I said, I'll pull it up in just a few minutes.
Okay, but yeah, the other thing I was going to mention on this compared to the first one is the first one didn't have the company's bluff statement, which made it easier to read and understand. So yeah, this latest email from yesterday with the bluff statement really was easier to understand what the companies were doing.
Very good. I'm glad to hear that. So I will tell you, I was talking to one of the primes earlier today, and as we're inviting them to trust us and work with us where we can work with you. And I told them, I said, for instance, I said, we've got a capability matrix, and in order to try to improve connectivity and conversation, I went back and I added the public bluff, the summary bluff, and then the keywords. And I said, all of that is basically public, not to be facetious. And I said, there may have been other things I would have wanted on there or not. I said, but I will only do what's public, because, or else we'll have to ask permission. We don't assume things and then reveal for our clients. We don't have that permission. We don't do it that way. So I said, we insist on making sure, and I would put Vicki on the spot, but I don't want to. Our number one objective, or the way I look at this, is we may not help you, but we will not hurt you. So we want to help, but not at the chance of hurting someone. So in that regard, I'm beating that to death, but that is a big deal. And most of our clients, especially in tech innovation, the fear of losing whatever is precious detail to them is a big deal, and we hold that in high regard. So as we work with you going into the conference and beyond, we will continue to try to hold ourselves accountable as to what we have access to that we will reveal to others. During the conference, you've got some really cool opportunities to meet with a lot of people in that moment. And I don't have where I can live demonstrate the entire conference platform today. All of you will get access to it soon. I don't know if that's coming out, if some of you already have it.
I know that Val is starting to work on on that today. I just updated, made sure she had all the emails to start with the booths.
Okay.
And that, so I think the platform will start Monday.
Okay. Okay. So sometime between now and Monday, you should be getting your ability to go into the platform. That's much better than last year. So
And
that's,
I believe the email, as far as the platform is concerned, when you get an email, it may come from Excel events. So, and sometimes that might go into your spam junk folders. If you don't see it in your inbox, check those. But you won't get those emails until you have completed your registration. Registered
talking-
through Johnson County, the $129 fee.
you know, and I should have reminded, when I sent out everybody the email yesterday, I should have said something about, hey, don't forget to pay the host. This is, I hate even saying anything about the money because it's something we don't normally do. It's just, we have to, the host is the people that pay and stand this conference up for us. Comment first, email.
Guys,
Well,
may
so-
I?
Yeah,
This is Sandeep. So I had a similar question, and Vicky, I hope you can assert that I have been proactive in doing everything and putting up everything on the draft folder. And I was kind of concerned as to why we do not have the information, or I did not have, and I was kind of worried if I had missed any information and any login information about how to go into the platform. And I'm so glad you're already addressing that. But I just wanted to mention that I sent an email to Valerie, and then she sent me an email saying, no, that wasn't the email you're supposed to send it to. Vicky probably gave it to you by mistake. And so she sent me an email from another email. But
Yeah.
I'm so glad you're bringing this up because I was concerned that somehow, somewhere I missed the login information, and I want to be proactive. I want to see to it that I have all the information at the get-go. And I have attempted to do that. I think the only thing that I need to do right now is the compatibility statement, the capability statement, pardon me. So capability statement. With that, I think I have almost everything ready. There, I have attended quite a few things one-on-one to figure out, even with the Texas part, the TCC. And they have asked me to do some changes. I'm going to work on that, of course, over this long weekend. And I want to be the best company out there to be selected by the primes. So again, I mean, that's remains to be seen, but at least from my end, I want to see to it that I am at the forefront of providing information that has been asked to be provided.
well, thank you, Sandeep. I appreciate that. So you bring something up that I want to ask. Vicky, you did send out to everyone that capability statement template?
I put the capability statement and
Oh,
the
yeah, that's right.
sample in their shared folder, yes.
Okay. Did they,
Along
okay,
with the PowerPoint, the training materials that Rick had prepared, the PowerPoint in that's all in the OneDrive in their shared folder.
okay.
Actually,
Okay,
Rick had sent me an email saying that, oh, I'm going to send it to you by this afternoon. And I did not receive an email from him until evening. So maybe what he meant was he would upload it in that folder. So I haven't looked, so I'll do that part.
Yeah, so Sandeep, yeah, we spoke with him in between those two. So yeah, that's what happened. That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay, great.
So when you have, and you're working with Bijou, right?
Yes, yes, Bijo and
Yeah.
the team. I haven't talked to him, Bijo himself personally, either on phone or on Zoom calls, but I have talked to Dana, Fisher,
Gotcha. Yeah.
Long, and everybody there.
Right, Monique. Yeah. Well, that's what, yeah. So good. So we try to, first of all, we just don't have enough time. So we love the fact that somebody else is involved. So when that's the case, I was trying to tell Rick, I said, yeah, let them take care of it. So we just want to make sure you've got your documents or the templates for it. So that's great. So yeah, we should be in good shape then.
They're in your folder, Sandeep. I looked.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, Vicky, would it be possible for you to provide the contact emails for the tech warriors, please?
Oh, you're talking about for John Matecki and Dan Demota?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Gotcha.
Because when I had the one-on-one with them, they were, and I know I'm saying it and it seems like I'll be tooting my own horn, but they really seemed like they liked what I had to offer. And they said, wow, this is something that many bases here and also other parts of the world, wherever we have bases, would need it. And this is something that we want. And both were like, oh, thank you that you can offer something like that. So I wanted to get feedback from them so that I can see to it that the presentation that I have is something that I have done from my end, but I need to tweak it such that it would be, it would cater to the exact need from the other end. So it would help to get their feedback. And that is why I wanted to reach out to them.
So Sandeep, that's a great example of some of the interaction that's going on now and through the conference and after the conference. I'm gonna use you as a example for everyone. Basically, as we move forward, everyone's working to make the conference the best for their organization or for themselves individually. And one of the things my first year in helping with the SBDC, I called a gentleman. We were doing what was called the satisfaction survey back then. Now it's done by third party. And I called this gentleman and he said, and I said, can you also tell me how you would score? I forgot the words, but how would you grade your SBDC advisor? And he said, well, I've been waiting for him to call me for 3 years.
Wow.
And I said, yeah. And I said, really? And I was brand new. And I said, well, let me ask you a question. Who do you think was hurt more by him not calling you? You or him? Well, duh. The answer was obvious. Me. That's what the gentleman said. And I said, what'd you do about it? Excuse me? I said, you've been waiting 3 years for him to call you? And he hasn't called you yet? And long story short, he was about to have another meeting with some public people where he lived and with a program. And he said, I expect they're going to disappoint me too. And I said, you know what? Here's going to be my recommendation. I said, why don't you email every one of them right now and tell them, thank them that they've agreed to come Tuesday, and then tell them what you expect, what you hope that they will do based on the meeting. And I said, and then warn them, if you will, say, so Tuesday morning, I'm going to send you another email reminding you that we're supposed to meet at 11. Looking forward to seeing you.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, I'll do it. He did it. He got exactly what he wanted. He called me later and told me, he said, thank you. This was an older guy, and he felt like, you shake your hand, I'm good to go. I'm not going to bother you again. You're going to show up. You know what? We're busy. We forget things. Anyway, to your point, what I like of what you said was that you're following up and you're doing stuff for everyone here and all the others. If they're at least listening to this later, we're all working to make things happen. If your email is kind of like ours, what will happen is it's almost, I think of a bear standing there out in the middle of a stream. We've seen it where the bear's standing here like this, and they're looking downstream, and they're watching the salmon coming upstream, and they're like this, waiting like a catcher's mitt, and something comes and they catch it. Well, as they're grabbing one, two or three others could pass them or go the other direction. We're out standing in a stream, and sometimes things happen, and I'm in a mode right now where if I don't do it at this moment, there is a very good chance it will go downstream. So I'm where I'm very short with my answers on emails and all kinds of stuff, because I gotta make sure it keeps going. For everyone here, there's aggressive and assertive. Be assertive, not aggressive. So I'm gonna encourage you as we go forward, whoever the small business companies that you may meet with, or the primes, or the tier 2, 3, 4 companies, as we call them, the subprimes. I'm not sure what they want to be called, but there's several. In fact, I've got a new one. I sent everyone the capability matrix yesterday, and one of the companies that was going to participate had not completed their information. They did it overnight. So I get to send all of you. We don't have the capability matrix in their folder, do we, Vicki? We don't have, okay. That probably would have made sense.
I mean, we can.
Well, it may not change now, but I guess we could. Just how hard would it be just to drop the live one right now? Could we just drop it in there? I don't know. I have no idea how hard it is to do. I've got it pulled up, so I don't know if that'll cause an issue right now. But we'll
try it later after.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, just an encouragement that as you have questions or you have concerns, there's nothing wrong with reaching out to John and Dan and saying, hey guys, set the expectation based on, if you remember, you said, best I can remember, you said something like thus and such. I just wanted to follow up with you. You could do it now, and then you can do it after the conference. Wait a few days and do it again, because some of this stuff's going to drop. And I've told everyone today, I said, one of the things I'm going to encourage everyone to do is get a actual piece of paper notebook, not your notebook on your phone, and a pen or a pencil. And actually, as we're on the conference live and all the things are happening, you see somebody that you want to follow up with. I was telling Kamar out of Colorado, I said, and I'm like, I forgot her name. Was it Kamar? And so write down what you remember and circle it. I'm going to give you a little secret. I've got a yellow highlighter and a pink one. Yellow means I need to do it, and pink means I did it. And so as much as I've got all kinds of electronic things, my immediate brain does this. This is just yesterday. So there's an example. As things are happening, I'm taking notes, but I'm trying to do stuff on the computer and Excel and the calendar, but I'll actually write. And the reason why is because I know in my case, when I handwrite, I connect different synapses in my brain, and things happen in a way that is more effective. So I've learned how I remember and think. So whatever works for you as you go forward into the conference and after the conference, just understand everyone is trying to connect with their 5 or their 10 or whoever, and there's a lot of stuff that will happen. And so just make a note and then promise yourself, like 5 days later, I'm going to go back and review that, and I'm going to follow up. If you don't follow up, our first year in this conference, not matchmaking, but just tech transfer, the vast majority of our clients, when we've talked to them almost a year later, did not follow up on what was offered them, the socialization. Most of them didn't do things. And it was very sad to now, would it have changed the results? It might not have, but we won't know because they didn't follow up. And so in that case, you're in control. I tell people we're kind of like a backseat driver. We're not driving, you are. And actually, we're not even in the car with you. So we're not going to freak out if you decide to blow through a stop sign because you think, hey, I know you told me not to do so and so, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to bless out the guy, or I'm going to hold them accountable. They said they were going to do something. Okay, do it your way. We won't get upset. We'll take care. We'll let you do it your way because it is your business. It's your innovation. Our job is to try to help you. Anyway, so that was great stuff. I'm glad you asked, Sandy. Okay, before I start doing a quick show and tell, do we have any other questions or anything? You may have them and you may go, I think he's going to cover it. That's fine. But if you have a burning question or comment right quick. Okay. All right. With hearing none, and I see we got Jessica on, you might check, Vicki, make sure before I share that. Well, if you are you going to share it in a way that it'll be a live link to where if we update it, they'd see the update?
The matrix.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll look. I'm not sure which way we're going to share it.
Okay. So just letting you folks, and there's only a few of you here compared to how many we have on the deal. So we'll put this in the email as well. But the matrix, it's changing a little as we go, getting feedback from people like Oklahoma with some clients, or like we just had this one, what I call a tier 2 company, just show up. They're going to be looking, but you have every right, with them being a small business, you have every right to look at them as well and go, hey, I want to meet with them. What we were talking about in front of everyone, those that were here, is that as the requests come in, right now Rick's traveling, so we're gonna try to see that Vicki, as late as it may be this afternoon, reach out to all those that have been requested to start that connection to where we get the one-on-ones in matchmaking session. As we go forward, what we might find out is that this doesn't work well because it may bottleneck the system. So just be patient with us, try to love us, and know that it's going to be okay. If it's a little tight on time, it is what it is. We may change, and next year go, as soon as we have requests, we're just going to assign you and pick a time and put you in there. We're trying to make it where it works for everyone. So when you get a request and you get a match, you get a date, try your best to accept the dates as best you can, because we've got a bunch of slots to fill, and they're starting to fill up fast. So we're starting to see one company matching 5. We just talked to, we can say it now, Spirit Aerosystems, based here in Wichita. Their space division is, did I? Oh my gosh. I got, so, Spirit, did
Another
I
to
email?
do.
I'm just trying to see if I did I was supposed to send him 2 emails. So I better double check. Sorry, folks. This is part of what happens this time of year. Jeff. I've got 30 emails I've already sent out today. I did not. Anyway, I got to send him the capability matrix. He can't match him if he doesn't have it. So that's kind of the reality live, huh? So what were we talking about? I just realized I created a train wreck.
You were announcing Spirit.
Yeah, so Spirit's going to be one of our primes, and we're very excited. They're, as soon as they get the capability matrix, then they can review it. Our capability matrix right now includes the company that you did not see yesterday. So as we sent that out to everyone, that was my challenge, was that we just realized as you got it that one of the companies, now the good news is they're going to be the proactive, they're supposed to be the proactive one. We're treating them like a prime unofficially, but they're on the capability matrix. So you'll be able to see them. And we do put them in last in, first out, so at the top of the list, as they come in from our system. That's how we'll send it out. All right. Now Spirit has the capability matrix as well. So anyway, with that, and I apologize, but that's the way we better get it done or it won't get done. So what I want to do is let you know that what we sent out yesterday in an effort to try to help you, I think of this like dancing, like the prom, my prom, or our high school dances. We had a lot of people sitting on the side of the dance floor, sitting on the side, and there'd be 2 or 3 people dancing, but the vast majority would be sitting on the side waiting for someone to ask them to dance. So what we sent out yesterday was a challenge to get everyone to at least find one company that you should meet for whatever reason. And that's up to you based on what you're doing. And the good news is we got several emails fairly quickly in response. Now, if ever one of you pick 5 companies, we'll blow out and max out in no time. I'm not discouraging from if you find 5, but the good news is if you do 5 and have the others do 5, hopefully several of you will be the same ones and you'll connect. But what we are encouraging is to get you to start the outreach. The second thing is to understand that we are experimenting. We are in our what was the word they used the other day? Incubator. We are incubating this matchmaking. We don't want to do it the way we used to do it, or the way it used to be done. We are trying our best to make this to where it actually makes, and I'm not saying the other didn't make sense, but based on feedback that we got from both sides, the way we used to do it was a lot of work with really very little connectivity. Now, we want you to work, and we want this to work for you, and we're not ashamed of work, but we want to try to make it as productive as we can. So we don't want 80 or 100 sessions and just be happy we got 100 sessions. We would much rather it be 30 sessions that were very productive with 25 very meaningful connections made than to have 100 and feel happy that we got 100 and have 5 or 10. So we are trying to make this much more productive, which is why Rick said, let's go from 10 minutes to 30 minutes. The Prime said, yeah, if you make them productive and you don't force me to meet with people, then I'll spend more time with the ones I choose to meet with, which is what this is all about. So I'm going to share our screen and show you the capability matrix that you should have already seen now. All right, are you seeing the screen with the spreadsheet? Okay, and so thank you, Doug. You stole some of my thunder. Part of what we did not have originally in here, and that with so many that are doing tech transfer, without asking your permission, I decided we should be revealing your public bluff and then the summarized bluff, which is very similar but shorter, and then keywords to your technology to try to help in the matchmaking. And so thank you, Doug. That without paying him a penny, he said, hey, that was good. I thought at first he was saying it just made it worse. I was like, oh no. The idea then is to help you as you're looking through these, give you some idea that maybe the capability matrix was not giving you as you go forward over here. If you look, you've got, and this is just hard to see, but your first taxonomy, and then your subcategory to the taxonomy 1, and then your second taxonomy, and then, sorry, just trying to move this over, then the subcategories, second taxonomy, manufacturing, and so forth. So the idea is for you is to help you to be able to go through this fairly quickly without wasting a lot of your time to find who you may be interested in. We're doing the same thing. This is literally what the primes are getting, the very same spreadsheet. So it is not any different. There is stuff that our tech transfer folks have answered that's not on here. It's not hidden, it's just deleted. We don't even have it where they could see it or pull it up. All of that is part of like what, for those of you that are tech transfer, that's populated your quad chart, your information paper, and so forth. So all we're giving anyone is only what's public. The capability matrix is public, and then dropping in the bluffs and the keyword technologies to try to help in the connectivity. So any questions on the capability matrix as we have
Yes.
it now?
Yes, please.
Sure.
So we, based on the feedback that we have received, we are going to make some additions to all the documents that we have already uploaded. So there will be additions and it would be re-uploaded as the new documents. Would those changes reflect even in the capability matrix?
So Sandeep, if you give us information, obviously, unless your taxonomy, well, there we go. Unless your taxonomy 1 and 2 changes, then these 4 won't change, these 4 columns. So really the only thing that I would think that would change besides contact information is right here is your past performance. Just a second. And then the questions on federal agencies, and then your taxonomy and manufacturing overview. If you update this and you want it updated, then yeah, just send it through to Vicky, to Rick or me. And what we'll do is Vicky's actually the one that puts it in our database, and then we pull from that database. And that's why I'm using her to know if we've got a new client or a new company, then we add it and we tell you we've got new information. But if you send information in, she goes into the database and changes it, then we update the matrix, which is why what we would like to do is have a live one that you can't change. You can't even change your stuff, but that you would be able to give to us, and that if we could do it live and keep it where you can see it live, then things would change. I don't know. We're going to try to give you the live, what I'm calling the living matrix, instead of just one that we update. So we'll see what we can do there. But yes, we will make sure everyone, as best we can, when we have significant changes, that will let everybody know. What we don't want to do, which is why I realized we should have put the capability matrix in your folder from the beginning. So we'll learn, is that we don't want to blow up your email. And that's why the documents, your quad chart information paper, all of those are in your folder already, to where we don't blow up yours or ours. And that way makes editing and then sharing with the scouts much more productive as well.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, so if you do, by all means, just holler at us. I'm gonna go over here and try, let's see, I'm just gonna go to our, it's the easiest way for me to go there, maybe. When we go to our tech commercialization page, just go to Encountering Innovation. You can always go to Encountering Innovation directly. Our agenda, as we know it, is on Accelavent, and there are, what Vicky was saying, for those that showed up early, there's 4 things you can see what the Encountering Innovation is about: the agenda, sponsors, and speakers. The 2 most important things I think that are important to you would be the agenda and who's speaking. I will, and then the second most important thing is to understand, of these who are speaking, when they're speaking, or where they're speaking, I guess I should say, to where you understand how that works. For instance, Dave Rios, who's with US CENTCOM, will be speaking at a roundtable with Tim Fowler. Where's Tim? There, with Tim Fowler. These 2 gentlemen are 2 tech scouts, 2 of the workhorses for the DoD. Those 2 will be speaking at a roundtable. The roundtable is live and it dies. They will talk, and then when they finish talking and you've talked with them or whatever, and it goes off, it's gone. It's not recorded. It does not get repeated. It is designed to where you can speak, you can ask questions. Everyone's comfortable knowing that it's just we're all sitting in the same room chatting. And other than that, we're not recording things. Okay. That's not the same for the main stage. So Miss Adele Ratcliffe, she's a heavy hitter. She's a big deal. We're very proud to know that she's coming. I will tell you, she spoke in 2018 at our conference on our poster board day, our conference agenda, what do you want to call it, where everybody spoke the way we used to do it. And all the speaking happened on one day, no pitches. She spoke, and then afterwards she wanted to speak with just the venture capitalist later. And that she predicted things that were happening that she was watching happen with China in the supply chain and working on disruptive practices. And she was challenging the venture capital group that they need, the word she used was patriotic. You need to get patriotic. You need to get into the tech innovation game and start helping, because we're trying to upgrade or build our manufacturing, and we need help if we're going to win this war. And then she pointed to herself. She said, "You don't want me fighting this next war." And I will tell you, it was a serious conversation. She's coming back, and she's going to get to talk about what she predicted versus what's coming. So we are very excited. Now, in this case, she's a keynote. She's on the main stage. So if you can't meet her or you can't be there when she's there, well, then you can't participate in the texting. You can't ask her questions. But the good news is you'll be able to see her. Her conversation, her presentation will last the 30 days of the conference. You're like, 30 days? I thought this was just 5 days. There's 5 days or 4 main days of live content, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But the conference platform will be live for 30 days. So as you're looking through the speakers and then you understand what they're talking about, you go to the agenda. Then as you see the agenda, understand a round table. If it says round table, it comes and goes, it's gone. So you only get a chance to watch it then. If it's a main stage and you got a conflict, you got your business meeting, something besides us, the main stage you'll be able to see later. So we wanted to make sure you understand how that works. Now, the most important thing you can do is Monday morning, our first session of the conference is Maximizing Quality Connection, the virtual conference setting. That is by Jessica. Jessica is going to be doing a tour of the platform. You will have had all next week to work the platform, set your virtual booth up, do your 2-minute video, and load it up. By then, hopefully you may have some questions, or you're not certain about connectivity and how we connect with different people. In that case, this is a great session, okay? But
Alan?
I'm confused, Vicki. Would you make a note to ask Jessica? Surely she's going to record that.
Her very first session?
Yeah, because that's one that would be good for everybody to be able to pull up later. If you could just ask her. But according to this, it wouldn't be. Anyway, does somebody call my name?
Yes, me.
Yes, sir.
When I was going through this, I went to it a couple of times and I kept thinking that I'm missing something, but I realized that the information on the booths was unavailable on the site.
Correct. Yeah.
And I would like to have access to that, and everybody else would also. Everybody who's having a booth is also doing matchmaking, or how does it work? If there are different companies that are either A and B pitching and matchmaking, would that also be included on the website?
So let me answer it this way. everyone that attends has a virtual booth. Okay, so as soon as the platform goes live, and part of that problem or challenge is cost. Every day it's open, there's a significant cost per day. So they turn it on a week ahead of time now, which is better than what we used to have. So that's why it's only once everybody's in today or over the weekend, it'll go live. So that's happening as we speak. They're inputting right now, and that'll go live. Once it's live and you've done your part, you've registered and everything works, you'll be able to have full access, not just what we're seeing here, the about, agenda, and sponsors and speakers. You'll be able to have the full program. And so you'll be able to go in to your virtual booth and upload. That will be that should be happening over the weekend and Monday or Tuesday. They're working on it right now. So as they're uploading people as we speak, literally, they're loading that up right now. So they're expecting by the 6th to turn it on, is what I understand.
Correct.
So you may see it early. I don't know. I mean, if they get everything done ahead of time, I don't know that they can turn it on ahead of time, but they first have to load it up.
So
Okay.
Monday is Labor Day. So it's a
Right,
national
yeah.
holiday, yeah.
Yeah, I hear you, Kelly. I agree. So I'm not sure, but from what they've told us all along the 6th that it should go live. So hopefully that's
You'd have
accurate.
access to the platform the week before the conference, as long as you've paid your registration fee.
Yeah, so we need to make sure everybody, I mean, it's not much, but the problem is it's real. And if you're not in there, then they don't have you. So just make sure you got that taken care of. So yes, Sandy, to your question, then no matter if you're tech transfer or matchmaking, and for the vast majority of our clients that are here, they're tech transfer matchmaking, they're both. We have very few that are tech transfer only, but we've got a couple, and we've got about 15 that are matchmaking only. So your second part of your question is that as far as the matchmaking sessions and the tech transfer sessions, you will not see that. You won't see labels that so-and-so's meeting at 2 o'clock pitching with the DOD, and so-and-so's at 2:20 and so-and-so's at 2:40. That will not be on here, okay? So you won't see that schedule. You'll have your schedule. Yours will pop up if you're on at Tuesday at 2 o'clock, you'll see yours, okay? And then the same thing with your matchmaking sessions. If you've got 6 matchmaking sessions, you should see yours, and whoever is meeting with you, they'll see theirs with you. But no one will see each others other than themselves.
Okay, so a couple of questions. Now, you said that everybody attending would have their own booth. Does that also include speakers and the keynote speakers and all of that?
No, those that want to, resource partners, for instance, Spirit plans to. I don't know if Boeing's going to do it because I didn't talk to Boeing. Rick is. But Spirit has already told us. So some of them, they all can, and some will, and some, I'm sure, I doubt Adele Ratcliffe will put anything on the web. She is not attending the conference. She's speaking only.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
those or contact information would not be available.
That's honestly, that's a good question. As you meet, you hear speakers. If you want to meet someone, I certainly would encourage you to ask during the conference, during the session, hey, can we have your contact information? That's a fair question. Obviously, you don't want to take a
look at the 2021 speakers. Click on that on the.
Do they already have contact information?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. I don't know if there's.
Well, so there's her bio.
Right.
I don't see it with her.
Yeah.
Like it. Okay.
No contact information there. So
Yeah.
basically then when, let us say that one company has matchmaking thing with 10 different other companies, obviously then they will not be in a position to attend the ongoing things, seminars or whatever going on main or side stage.
No, actually they can. The agenda is designed to where there can be conflicts. I'm not certain. No, actually there aren't, because we talked about that yesterday. We don't have any conflicts with any roundtables or main stage. So you will not be. Now, that is according to the number of matchmaking sessions we've scheduled, not how many we've matched. We've set aside 80 sessions. If we blow past that, which they
Good,
can,
good. Okay,
if we
nice.
go beyond that, to your question, if we go beyond 80, yes, at some point we will max out, and then the matchmaking sessions will conflict. I hope if we do that, so it's a great question, Vicki, if you'll remind me we'll tell or recommend to Jessica, I think the best thing to do, as weird as this sounds, we should conflict with main stage, not roundtable, because roundtables are gone. The round tables are actually what we don't consider the roundtable less important. We consider the roundtable, actually, we want other people talking. We want you to talk with it, but we want you to feel comfortable that the mic is not being recorded. It's not a hot mic, if you will. So those aren't recorded. So what we'll try to do if we go beyond 80, which could happen, then we'll try to see if we have a conflict, make it the main stage. Because then if you miss Adele live, you will get to hear her speak, because it will be in the program.
And
Okay.
we did initially have some conflicts with the main stage with the speakers like Adele, and we are adjusting those schedules now so that there will be no pitch sessions going on at that 1:30 to 2:30 time slot when they'll be speaking.
Okay. So, and how many total registrants do we have currently?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How many companies have registered?
I think we're at,
Matchmaking and pitch, I think it's 52, 53,
And total
right around
attendees?
in there. High 40s, low 50s.
Oh, okay. And total attendees, how many?
yeah, I don't have that. That would be the conference host, and I don't know that. I know we've got we've invited SBA. Well, you see the resource partners and some of the sponsors, and this isn't there, but we got quite a few people in the Kansas Department of Commerce, SBA attending. Several of the SBDC folks should be there. To Kelly, Texas, Oklahoma, I think are the only ones I see today. So they should be attending. So we'll have, and so for Kelly, for you and everyone else, if you've not been contacted, you don't have anything, make sure to let us know to where we get all the SBDC folks loaded up. Have we done, that was a tech coach. But didn't we do those to the tech coaches as tech coaches, Vicki?
I think we had talked in, if you're interested, if a particular SBDC is interested in putting a booth or anything out there on a sponsor, we can do that. Just let us know.
Yeah, I was more of access to the agenda and being able to hear the other speakers and stuff.
Yeah, I'll be uploading. So they've got the email addresses for all the tech coaches, and
Yeah,
they'll be
so-
getting access as well. Yes.
Yeah, so all of you at the different states, if you don't see something by Tuesday, to Kelly's point about Monday being a holiday, if you don't see your Excel event access by Tuesday, please let us know, because you've got access, you should have access ahead of time as well. And we're very proud of the fact that we've got more of a chance to be prepared. And obviously, Sandy, you're going to be prepared. So we hope everyone is. That's why we're glad that it's opened a week ahead of time. Give you more of it instead of over the weekend and hurry up and get ready. Yeah, it should not be that complicated. It's really fairly simple. Upload your video, or if you want more than one video, we highly encourage a very brief video. If your video is going to take 10 minutes, they're going to move on. We're taking all of our tech scouts on a tour. They're going to see we're going to take them through the virtual booths. That every time, like Monday morning, they'll go on a virtual tour of the people that will be pitching on Monday. Monday late afternoon, they'll do a tour of everyone that will be on Tuesday, and then Tuesday evening for Wednesday. And then on Thursday, after all the pitches are done, Thursday, they'll be on tour for all of the advanced manufacturing that was not a tech transfer. So there'll be another 15 that will be on tour to the tech scouts. We are trying our best to set the stage where the tech scouts understand there's tech transfer, but there's also advanced manufacturing, because we know after working with them that they're looking for solutions, ways to have something take place as well. So they're looking for advanced manufacturing to recommend as well. So we will have them tour all of the advanced manufacturers as well. All right, so that's the main thing I think that I wanted to point out, was that there's a difference in the main stage versus round table, where you understand what you have a chance to go back and hear versus what you don't. And this morning, as we were talking to Spirit, Jessica did say she's going to have it to where what you see here, you don't see it right now. Someplace on here, it will say this session will be recorded. So if it's not, if you don't see it saying that, then you know it's not being recorded. So she's going to go back and add that to the program with each one. All right, I think I've covered, well, no, and one more that we're excited about. We have a tech innovation centric venture capital company that will be presenting, and that's coming to the conference and starting to work with us. They're on Tuesday. I got to go to Tuesday, don't I? Yeah, right here. Demand pool technology commercialization, a market solution to the research and development valley of death. That is being presented or moderated. It's going to be led by a venture capital group, Great Plains Partners Venture Group. And we're very excited. They're here in Kansas, and they've reached out to us. We did not corner them. They came to us. So when you see what they're talking about, this is a big one. If you miss it, make sure you go back and hear it, because we moved them from roundtable to main stage on purpose. We wanted your feedback and your content, but we didn't want you to miss it. So we moved it to the main stage. So we're very excited about that one. We've had some venture capital, but we haven't had anybody that actually said we want to do tech innovation. So we're very excited about where this can lead to. All right, I think I've covered my notes. Any other comments? You'll see Vicky or me, one of us is going to be making sure you get access to the new capability matrix. And I need to make sure that Scott Gray has his, because he needs it. I'll do that if you want me to, or make sure he gets it as well. Anyway, that should be everything. I see a bunch of, some of you've just gone to sleep. Oh no, that's your picture. I'm trying to be just facetious here. Not working, is it? Somebody laugh. Vicky, thank you.
That was me.
Thank you, John. I mean, Ann. Bill, you're lighting up. You have anything to say?
No, I just letting people know I was actually here and listening. That wasn't just fake. So
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you for gracing us with your presence.
I think, yeah, right. So
I think everybody should give Bill and Vicky a big hand. These two do a lot of work.
well, Alan too, he does a lot of work too.
Nah, you're just saying that because it's true.
And you
Team
know,
effort.
and you as innovators do an awful lot of work too. So we're
Absolutely.
giving you a hand as well.
It's this is just a moment in time. This too shall pass, and we'll have plenty of work after the conference. So just understand the conference is the beginning of what happens afterwards.
Yeah.
All right, I think Vicky's got the questionnaire that we have to do. Anything from any of the state folks, Kelly or Monique, Glenna, is that it? Jessica, there's a few.
Chris? Yeah,
Nobody? You guys are all ready for a long weekend, I hope.
Yes, indeed.
Jessica, are you up to speed? Have we got up? Does Vicky have everything from you?
I think so. I have not had access to my computer for the last 2 days, but I will have access this weekend, so I'm going to work on it some more.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm supposing, folks, that
Okay.
you'll see some updates to the capability matrix. I don't know that it's going to change a lot of significance. You know, honestly, think about what you're looking for and put yourself in the shoes of the others that are looking at this. If your innovation, if whatever your advanced manufacturing, whatever you're about, if we can understand that, then we know to reach out to tell us, you know, to connect for the matchmaking. Your capability statement, on the other hand, is a little different. Your capability statement is not the hunters, it's the skinners, you know, to go back to a sales pitch point of view. The hunters are the ones looking. The skinners are the ones that are going to sit down. So tell me, let's talk. And then you pull up your capability matrix and then look at it. That's that's different, you know. So in that regard, that should make that should be different for you. Anyways, that makes sense, everybody. I'm sorry, my brain. I said I could kind of text, but that's something else. As you move forward into the conference, if something happens and something's not working, if in our communication, for those that put out phone numbers, text. If you'll text first, we're all probably doing 2 or 3 things. If you phone me and I'm listening to Adele, I'm probably not going to listen to your phone call or take it. But if you text me, just like then something popped up, I'll probably try to read something if I can, you know, but that's basically it. I hope that makes sense. Vicki, have I covered, have I gone off the rails?
You've
feel like
covered
that.
and done, you've done both. Yeah.
Okay, good,
Well,
good. Am I back on? All right, folks. Well, I wish you all very well. I will tell you, I have prayed for you. I'm praying that this conference goes well and that there's good success. We will be honoring Brett Scheringhausen, or memorializing him, I guess, as they would say. We are very proud to have worked with Brett, and he's done a lot for this program. We're excited about those that are coming after him. We're not finished innovating. We weren't with Brett here, and we're not with him gone. So we will continue to do things to try to improve both sides, the customer side and the client side, to where you guys can connect better.
Yep.
All right. I wish you well. And if you need something, email us. We're a little crazy. We can't help but look, even if it's a weekend, we'll probably be looking at stuff. So if you email me, I may not respond immediately, but about 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, I'll look at them. So I kind of do that. I'm a little weird. So anyway, Bill will look at them at 10:30 at night. He's a little late weird.
I was looking at some of them at 1 o'clock in the morning last night,
Yeah.
but don't ask me to get up at 4. I
Yeah,
really-
we've actually caught each other at 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah, he was getting up and I was going, I think I emailed you and you answered me. I'm like, what the heck are you doing?
Yeah, I was getting up and he was going down.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, folks, make it a great weekend. We wish you well.
Okay.
Y'all take care.
Bye.
okay, we
Take
can-
care, everyone.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Have a great weekend.
All
You
right, you
too.
too, Glenna. I am,
Well,
do you need me for anything?
not right now.
I don't know if there's anything, I don't think there's anything else we need to cover right now, so. All right,
Okay,
we'll talk to you later. Bye.
talk to y'all later. Bye.
All right, take care. If you, I guess I need to button up some stuff and figure out what we're doing on the capability matrix and to Scott and a
Yeah,
couple
well,
of
let
things.
me, I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick and then I'll come back and give you a call. I'll look at that. Because maybe just share that folder or move it into one and just do it where they can't edit it. Okay,
Okay, all right.
bye.